Good. Good. Of Nolan, oh, he can't reach. Alright, that's good now. Relax, relax. Oh, I missed. There we go. That didn't miss. Olu, you attack this guy. Joe, attack this guy. See, he's standing right over here. There we go. Olu, attack this guy. There we go. I'll have to run to take down this guy. There we go. That'll attract the boss over. And when we defeat him, we get the Paragon skill. Paragon is a pretty nice skill to have. It's useful for late joining units in the game. You pretentious little fools! I'll show you how insignificant you are. Witness Benyon's might! Look at that! Went down like a chump. Grrr! You disgust me! Level up! We get a Paragon. Dear boy, I'm sorry you had to suffer on our account. I wasn't scared. I knew the Dawn Brigade would save us. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing my people. Your people? So you must be... Yes, I am Lon Vega's daughter, Fiona. After my father died, I assumed the governance of Marado. General Lon Vega? From the song Bryce, Tyranio, Gawain, and La Vega. 4 riders of day and 1 country, 1 king. While they bear our banner, a free day and shall sing. You are that, General Lon Vega's daughter? Indeed, Lon Vega. Oh, hang on a second, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Indeed, Lon Vega of the Four Riders. He was a good friend and a mighty swordsman as well, and stubborn as a mule. Your father was a powerful warrior of unquestionable integrity, a great man. Yes, and that's why he renounced his rank and title as a rider and withdrew from court life rather than serve King Ashnard. You've heard the rumors, no doubt, that Ashnard murdered his own father. My father could not serve such a man. And so, to protect Marado from a madman, we did not send men to fight for Dayan in the war. I doubt you could ever forgive us. No, quite the opposite. You are these people's steward, and you chose the course that would protect them. But now Benyon is willing to sacrifice innocent children to maintain their grip over our country. We cannot allow that. That is why we were asking you to lend your strength to the Liberation Army. Together we can reclaim our country. And now you ask us to bear part of the burden of restoring our motherland? If you would have my lance then, I, Fiona, steward of Marado, do gladly swear allegiance to your Liberation Army. I and my men bind ourselves to your fate. Use my army as you best see fit. In other words, Fiona joined our party. Dayan Keep. And now Marado betrays us as well. You are aware that riots broke out in 3 other regions yesterday, are you not? All quelled immediately, of course, but the unrest grows. Who cares what the commoners do or think? Does a shepherd fuss when his sheep butt their heads against a fence post? Nevertheless, as the insurgence grows, news of it will inevitably reach Benyon. Yes, I see what you mean. That will be less than desirable. The Imperial Prime Minister Sephiran casts a grim eye on this honesty. If he finds out what has been going on in Dayan under our rule, that would not be good. Sephiran's persistent as a mosquito and quick to judge. Though you and I have been nothing but fair and just in my rule here, it's best to avoid an inquiry. Which leaves us but one recourse. Crush the rebellion faction before it grows larger. Exterminate them. Then the commoners, bereft of all hope, will turn their sheep eyes back to us and beg to rejoin the flock. I see. Well, I'll leave the matter in your hands. What funding you need is yours. I'm glad we agree on this. Well then, pardon me, sir, while I tend to our little lambs on the loose.
The Liberation Army's sweeping victory seems to signal a turn in the war for Dayan. However, General Jared uses his superior numbers to harry the group and threaten their fragile momentum. Benyon has fortified its army with weapons and supplies bought with funds stolen from Dayan. Benyon has also purchased the swords of a vast number of mercenaries from these same stolen funds. The Liberation Army does not want for willing fighters of its own. However, most are old men and inexperienced boys whose passion far outstrips their skill. The Liberation Army has no choice. It must bolster its ranks if it is to meet Benyon on equal terms. Its only hope lies locked in Benyon's prison camps, where Dayan's former soldiers await their rescue.
Chapter 7, A Gathering Hope. Ahem. As General Staff Officer of Dayan Liberation Army, allow me to outline my greatest strategy. Excuse me, but shouldn't Prince Pelleas be here? There is no need to distract the Prince with the war's petty details. He won't be coming to any more meetings. From now on, consider my words as the Prince's own. I'm not sure that's... Enough idle chatter. Come have a glance, my pretties. Our next target shall be Umono. Among all the work camps, it is one of the largest. Conditions within the prison camp are harsh. The fear to save the prisoners every moment matters. One of the largest work camps. Can our forces handle that? Such a trivial concern, and one my profound genius has already addressed. Behold this lake next to the camp that provides fresh water to all there. Into this lake we shall dump a deadly toxin of my own devising. Then we'll sit back as the enemy slowly dies. What are you saying? Poison is inexcusably vile. I will agree to no such plan. Whoa, what was that? You, how dare you question my plan, conceived in a state of exalted meditation? No matter how misguided the enemy may be, we must fight with compassion and consideration for the innocent. She's right. Poison doesn't discriminate. Prisoners would die too, and any nearby villages would be affected. And then what would happen? People would doubt us, question our cause, maybe even side against us. And it would cast a stain on Prince Pelleas' name, don't you think? Fine then, do as you like, and when you find yourselves utterly defeated, you can come crawling back to me. Good, fuck off, you piece of shit. My apologies to both of you. When Lord Izuka gets excited, he can lose all sight of reason. I apologize too, General Tyranio. He stormed out because You needn't apologize. You are in the right. I would never condone the use of poison. However, this does mean we must devise another plan if we are to have any hope of victory. Yes, you're right. In that case, what do you think of this strategy? Okay, go to the info screen, talk to Pelleas. Sorry to call you here like this, forgive me. It's quite alright. Can I pour you some tea, or is there something else you would prefer? I'm fine, thank you. What did you want to speak with me about? I know you are angry with me, please forgive me. Can you tell me why you stopped showing up at our meetings? It was at Izuka's request. You are the leader of this army, you cannot simply leave all decisions to someone else. I'm sorry, I'll ask Izuka before the next meeting. I needed permission to attend. Why? You're the prince. Why should you need any man's permission, much less any of your own advisors? Yes, I am the prince, but I owe much to Izuka. He taught me everything I needed to know to become a proper member of the royal family. He contacted Tyranio and the other senators from Dayan for help. Without his power and influence, I would have never mustered any army or met my own mother. I see, you were alone. Pardon? And then Izuka reunited you with your mother, and gave you a place to stay and provided you with a reason to live. And you feel you owe him a debt of gratitude for ending your loneliness. That is why you tried to do as you are told, as Izuka wishes. Micaiah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That was inappropriate. You're amazing! Amazing? You really can read minds. I'm simply amazed. You saw right through me. Sorry, I got too excited. Look at me, I'm sweating. Prince Pelleas! What? What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? That mark. Oh, that. What is it? It's called the Spirit's Protection. The source of all magic in this world is tied to the power of the spirits. You make a pact with such a spirit, its power manifests on your body like this. I see. What am I saying? You already know of all this, of course. You have the Spirit's Protection too. What? I saw you washing your hands the other day. When I walked up to you to say hello, I saw the mark on your right hand. You saw... I thought of confiding in you right away, but my mother called for me. I didn't get a chance to tell you until now. Do you think this mark is really the Spirit's protection? Oh, you didn't enter into the pact yourself? No. I see. So it must have been the Spirit who wished to make a pact with you.